Skeletor to King Randor! Skeletor to King Randor! Come in, you royal boob!
He's Ash.
He's David. And this is the Artful Pose.
Let's try it again. Hello everyone, welcome to another action figure review, and today we are looking at the Masters of the Universe Chronicles. Yes, that is Mattel's new He-Man Masters of the Universe line. It's going to be the Masters of the Universe Chronicles, and today, this one, we're looking at the He-Man from the Masters of the Universe movie. Yes! The 2026 edition of Masters of the Universe, the film. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get this. I saw Pixel Dan review it at the New York Toy Fair, and he raved about it with the butterfly joint, saying this is one of the best He-Man that he has ever seen. The box is really dynamic. I love it. It looks like you can see Eternia on the side of the box. There's He-Man, there's Skeletor, there's the Power Sword. Looks like there's some Eternian runes on the sword. Ooh, that's a nice little detail. I wonder if they have it around. Wow. He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. There's the back of the box. No cool art, just more of the figure, which is fine. Which, you know what that means? You know how I feel about that? Let's open them up. Folks, here we have it. The movie version He-Man 2026 edition. Ooh, he is nice. And while I got him out of the box, he was so easy to pose. Pixel Dan was not kidding. This is fantastic. I really hope that this team who's doing the movie line with Mattel goes on to do the regular standard one too, because I am adoring this. This was well worth the purchase. My goodness. I am heavily impressed. Oh, wow. What a huge improvement. So, and even how the plastic feels is just great, and the shading and the coloring, it's hard to see in this room, I know. But hopefully the camera picks it up. I mean, that is so cool. And I love how the chest emblem, which is your classic cross He-Man symbol, not the big H like you see in the recent, what was it called? Revelations version, the one that's on Netflix, or the 2000X version. They went back for the classic 1980s comic book and cartoon. Oh, wow, look, in this, if you have the figure, you get to really see all the detail. So you can see on the boots, they went more for a utilitarian with actual buckles versus the barbarian look with the fur. And same with the loincloth. We got leather, looks like pieces instead of just fur, which I wonder if it'll affect articulation. Look at that. No, oh, they're reversed. It's a mixture of leather and metal for the bracers. For those of you who are Masters of the Universe fans, probably know that most of the time they're metal. It's just solid metal. There's no leather on it unless it's like a strap or something. But this looks like it's full leather all the way around. This is a separate piece. Oh, I love, look, it's like you can see the glow in it. That is amazing. And what does this He-Man come with? Well, of course, he comes with his classic Power Sword. And this is very indicative of the TV show, not the comic book, because you can see by the two pieces connected right there. So it's definitely modeled after the 1980s show. And he also comes, which I think is really cool, just fists, closed fists, for his fisticuff action. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. Now, as a side note, for those of you who don't know, Mattel designed these because this is part of their collector's type line. The box and the packaging with the clamshell here and the background, oh, that's so cool with Grayskull in there looking like it's halfway on fire. That is really neat. And they got the bridge. I hope we get to see the drawbridge drop like that. But it's designed so you can easily put He-Man back in the packaging and slide him right back inside. And the way you open up the box, you open it up on the top, and you can actually boop, 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 boop. With some finagling, get it right back in there. So if you want to keep it in the box for display purposes, you totally can. And then if you want to play with them, which he is, thank you Mattel, very playable. It's not just, oh look, you don't see that. This shows you what's inside of it. I like the little illustration. Reminds me of the concept artwork. But that's one thing that I've always loved about Mattel, is that they keep both people who want to collect them, display them, and use them as more like statues, and those of us who... Oh! Sorry, He-Man. Just fell. He's back, because he's He-Man. He can bounce back. Is that... And there you go. There is a perfect example of Mattel just fulfilling what I just said. He just fell. There's nothing wrong with him. There's no scuffs. There's no breakage. If I drop him again, nothing bad's gonna happen. I mean, yes, he is He-Man. He wouldn't get hurt by just falling. But still, from a figure point of view, durability, in my opinion, along with the collectability, is a factor because your money is still going into it. So this ranges from about $25 to $27 US. And of course your regional equivalent if you're watching this overseas at all. But regardless, yeah, your money has to go a certain length, and we all know, most of us who pose these on a routine basis, just because that's what they're designed to do, to pose, to play with, they are toys. They tend to fall off the shelves because even David will say, like, share, and subscribe. But he also will say, you know, putting these together on your shelf is like herding cats. Yeah, you move one and it's a cascading effect. So when you have a good, durable figure while you're posing and you know they're going to fall, it's nice to know you're not going to throw $20, $30, $40, $60 down the drain over one simple accident. And that's what I really love about Mattel. So thank you, Mattel! So let's get into the articulation, because Pixel Dan went over some of that. If you haven't been able to watch him, he can look up this high, down that low. The neck is on a dumbbell joint, totally separate piece, so you can get some good neck articulation, the good neck rotation. You do have to kind of finagle to get the Adam's apple back in place. But other than that, yeah, that's really nice. He does have butterfly joints right here. Go in and out that far. Ooh. Double jointed elbow, no pins. And it looks like Mattel's taking on what looks like what the Japanese imports have been doing lately, and even Super 7. Very nice. And we got some wrist articulation. And let's see what it looks like underneath, because you can switch out the hands. Okay, so there it is. Looks like you got full rotation. No, you can do a hinge, but can you twist about that far? Okay. Can you hold the sword and do the sword aloft? He should be able to. Alright, and that's pretty natural. So if you can do the whole, I have the power, you can do it. You can do it. That's amazing. And he can reach back to pull the sword out. So if you want to display him getting ready to fight Skeletor, not bad at all. The ab articulation is very similar to McFarlane, but a little bit more sturdy. So he can crunch about that far. Let's move the arm out of the way. Go that back, that far downward. Get good rotation. He has waist swivel. Can do the splits really easily. Wow, really easily. Look, and there's no ratchet system. And then you got the double jointed knees, no pegs. Wow, that's some great range. Boot cut. You got some ankle rockers. Wow, this is not bad. Way to go, Mattel. I really, really hope they continue this type of design and outlook with once they get, once they start producing more DC figures. Get the He-Man team on this. Oh, I am excited. Now, for those of you who have their Masterverse He-Man, most stemming from the Masterverse Revelation series, here's a comparison of size difference. So if you want to have your movie He-Man to go with the more cartoon, modern He-Man in this similar sort of line, yeah, you can tell that cartoon accurate He-Man is pretty darn tall. This is modeled after a real human being. This is not. This is a alien Eternian. Yeah. So it's, if you want, I think he would look great with the remainder of, if you have the Masters of Evil, it would be a good size difference, because having a larger antagonist makes the hero just look that much more better, in my opinion. Give a whole David versus Goliath type of look. And you know what else would help is if you like, share, and subscribe. That's always a thing. But yeah, look at this. So if you see this in stores and you are a Masters of the Universe fan, whether or not you are into the movie, this is just a really good figure. I am impressed. I am sorry I speeded through this relatively well. I really don't have much to say. I got a lot of praise for it. I want to get to posing this really badly. And I'm very excited for the movie. I can't wait for the rest of the line to come in. And am I going to plan on getting Battle Cat to go with this He-Man? Of course, if Battle Cat feels to move just as good as this He-Man does, yeah, he's on my list. I'm getting Battle Cat. I'm going to get Skeletor and the whole line, because this just feels... For those of you who are into stop motion or puppetry, this is... I mean, look at that. It's so natural. And it's got tight joints, but not so tight that I might have to commit plastic surgery. No, he's good as is. He is kind of like one of those ready-to-go dinners. You know, plop them in the microwave and you're good to go. And all this is ready right out of the box. He is a plug-and-play action figure. I always equated Mattel kind of like the Nintendo of the toy world. They always put playability first. You can get great quality. I mean, you look at Breath of the Wild and any Legend of Zelda, but you're always going to get that good playability with Mattel, just like you do with Nintendo. And thank you, Mattel, for keeping playability still as a functional item within Masters of the Universe, as it always should be. Thank you. All right, so this is the Professor signing off. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, may your poses be artful. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.